Today I'm going to do some algebra review. We are going to solve 1 and 2-step equations. So my first equation, number 1, I have y plus 6 equals 10. So basically, what number, when you add 6 to it, will give you 10? And to actually solve this algebraically, since it's adding 6 on to y, we want to do the opposite operation. So if we're adding 6, we want to subtract 6 from both sides. So this plus 6 and the minus 6 will cancel out. And then you do 10 minus 6. 10 minus 6 is equal to 4. So y is equal to 4. Our next example, number 2, we have y minus 7 equals 10. So what number, when you subtract 7, will give you 10? So right now it's minus 7, so the opposite of minus 7 is add 7. So we add 7 to both sides. And minus 7 and plus 7, that will cancel out. And you'll have y equal to 10 plus 7, which is 17. The next one, we have number 3, 6x equals 30. So what number, when you multiply 6, do you get 30? So to figure out that number, we want to do the opposite operation. Right now, 6 is being multiplied to x, so we want to divide 6 on both sides. So 30 divided by 6 will give you 5. 6 divided by 6 gives you 1. Anything divisible, anything when you divide it by itself will be 1. So that is why when we divide by 6, you are left with x on one side, and then 30 divided by 6 is equal to 5. So x equals 5. The next one, number 4, we have x divided by 8 equals 30. So what number, when you divide by 8, will give you 3? So right now, it is dividing by 8, so the opposite operation would be multiplying by 8 on both sides. So when you 8 divided by 8, that will leave you with 1. And so we have x equals to 3 times 8, which is 24. So when you divide 24 by 8, you should get 3, which you do. Alright, number 5, it is a proportion, and a lot of you probably learned how to solve proportions using cross multiplication, and so that's what I'm going to do here. And if this confuses you, then I can show you at a different time a different way to solve it. So cross multiplication, you do 10 times 2, which gives you 20, and then you do 4 times x, which gives you 4x. Now that becomes a problem like number 3. So to solve for x, you divide by 4. So x is equal to 5. And hopefully this is a review for you. You should already know how to solve these. You just might be out of practice. So let's look at number 6. So I'm going to do 2 times 6, which is equal to 12. And then you do 3 times x, which is 3x. And that becomes a similar problem to number 3. So you're being 3 is being multiplied by x. So to solve for x, you divide by 3, x is equal to 4. Now 7 and 8 are 2-step equations, so you're going to combine your skills from 1 through 6 to solve 7 and 8. But it's a little bit trickier. At number 7, we have 3x plus 12 equals 24. So we want to isolate x. We want to get x by itself. And you want to start with moving all your numbers without a variable to one side. And so we'd want to move the plus 12 to the other side. So that way 3x will be alone. So it's adding 12, so to do the opposite, you want to subtract 12. Okay, so you bring down your 3x. Plus 12 minus 12, that cancels out to 0. 24 minus 12 is 12. And then now that becomes a problem like number 3 and number 6 and number 5. You just divide by 3 to solve for x, so x equals 4. Now, if you want to double check that, you can substitute this x back into here, and so to see if you get 24. So 3 times 4 is 12, plus 12 will equal 24, so we're good. Number 8. So you want to get all your numbers on the same side, since we're solving for a. Right now we have this minus 6, or negative 6. To move that to the other side, we want to do the opposite, so we want to add 6. So 14 plus 6 is equal to 20. The negative 6 and the plus 6, those cancel out, and then we bring down our negative 5a. And to solve for a, you divide by negative 5, divide by negative 5. A is equal to negative 4.